Hello everyone, happy Monday. Well, you made it through Monday. We made it through the first day of the week. Yay! Hope you're all doing well. Oh, okay, well there goes Sophia. Pretty girl. Oh, okay, she's glad I'm home. Little hungry thing. Had a churro, her treats, her regular food, the whole can. She didn't like what I put down earlier today, the soft food. She ate the hard, but anyway. She goes through moods, so. But I hope your Monday's going well. We made it through Monday. I am off tomorrow, and then I have a 6-day stretch. So, yay. Hey, what are you going to do? But yeah, so it's been a good start of the week after my weekend of not being able to go to Mother's for Mother's Day, but is what it is. So, but yes, I did get a few things today. Finally, 2 things came in. Well, okay, we're gonna go with definitely finally. I don't know what's going on. I'm sure it's probably supply chain oriented. But number 1, a Martha Stewart Funko. You all know my love for Martha, and it's a good thing. I saw it, and yeah, so she goes along with, I have Cher and Brittany, Martha. So glad. So great. Although I really kind of wish now I had a Snoop Dogg. I could just have them hanging out together, but it's Martha. I'd much rather have this versus like that Martha, like Elf on the Shelf thing. So, but it's a good thing. I mean, I do watch, it alternates on Roku, her or Martha or Murder, She Wrote. So the other 2 finally, okay, but before we do, I did just check what we have coming out soon. No ETA yet, but Relentless. I remember this. It's a movie called Relentless. It's going to be coming from Alliance Entertainment. Judd Nelson, where he's like a serial killer who picks his victims through the newspaper. I do remember this on VHS. So, because the movie poster stands out. Also, Mickey and Maude with Dudley Moore, Amy Irving, and Ryan King. I love that movie. The 80s. And then, last but not least, Pillow Talk 4K. Oh my God. Doris Day and Rock Hudson. Just Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk. That is gonna have to have that. So, I'm sure that will look awesome in 4K. I've only ever seen it on TV and on DVD. Never Blu-ray. That's like I want Auntie Mame on a like, it's only DVD, but I'm sure it's got such vibrant colors. I bet it looks awesome. It's not ever been in Blu-ray, but I bet it would look awesome in 4K. So, but that was all the news I saw today. Did not buy any DVDs, obviously. It's a light week. Let's just call it what it is. Whew. However, 2 of my graphic novels finally came in. The oldest of which is the 4th volume of Micronauts, part of the Marvel Epic Collection, Volume 4, The Long and Winding Road. This came out, ideally, I think it got delayed, February 24th. It is May 11th. So I had been wondering had it gotten canceled, but I'm glad to finally have the 4th volume of this. Basically, it is the last volume. There is another one coming out May 26th, but apparently this is the original Marvel series. And then they did something extra. I'm not going to bother. The original is what I liked. To 83, 84. I'm done with, this is the last one of the Micronauts. So, and at the way these prices are, getting close to being done with the Marvel Epic Collections, unless it's like a hell of a deal, something I gotta have. Although they did show, I did look ahead, there are some Epic Collections, I think, of John Byrne's She-Hulk. Oh my God, that was awesome. if you ever read it. Humor, his art, the best. But so glad to finally have the Micronauts. I saw it came in and I was like, what? Yes, finally. Because I've had to double check. The ones I already have, did I miss it? I had it on order, but glad to have it. So, yay. The other is finally Volume 4 of ROM. There is, this one actually was April 21st. So it was on time, more with a slight, no, sorry, April 7th. So it's a month, technically a month late. So that's fine. I can live with that. The Micronauts, though, that was the one I was really kind of concerned about. I love ROM. Now, in this volume, because it goes 48 to 60, Annual 3, and Incredible Hulk 296. Volume 4, 83, 84. But one of my other favorite Marvel books, Alpha Flight. I love that series. John Byrne did the original art, the characters, Snowbird. Just a great series. Went off the rails, had North Star, gay superhero, and that was, when that happened, that was wow. But finally, Volume 4, there's one more volume of ROM, and that is coming out. That is slated for August 4th. So I need to make sure I do already have that ordered. So I'm glad to finally have these the last of the Micronauts. You know, if we could only... I did see a thing. There's another one, Shogun Warriors. Do you remember that? It was a toy line and a comic that Marvel had put out. It's never been collected in any other form except for the original issues that came out in the 70s. Apparently, it's a rights issue, and it might never see the light of day in a collection. I'd be surprised, but man, I remember I had a Shogun Warrior, and it was pretty cool. I remember got it one year for Easter. Played the hell out of that thing. But glad to finally have these two. Last of the Micronauts. One more of ROM to go. Yay. I really wish DC would be able to do a collection of when they did Atari Force. Remember that? Of course, it was the 80s. So that would be cool to have too. But I'm glad to finally have these two Epic Collections. The price point of Epic Collections for ROM, $50. $43 for Micronauts. Marvel, I don't know what y'all smoking, but you know, it's because of people like me who want a complete run. We're doing this because it's a lot easier to handle these versus the big, yes, the big heavy omnibuses. I get it, but they're bulky, you know. And what if you just want to curl up and ROM? So, whatevs. But I have seen some of the Epic Collections. HamiltonBook.com. They have them for like $10, $15, depending on what you're looking for, of course. It might not be the number you're looking for either. Also, if you go to Ollie's, their graphic, it's hit or miss there, but they even get the compendiums, the omnibuses. Last time it was like, was it a Golden Age Superman or something like that volume? Random, like the Flash or something like that. So, anyway, but you can always find them, and but luck out on them on a deal. But I'm glad to get these. I'll probably glad to have it. I really am. So glad they finally came in. I think those two, honestly, almost the oldest stuff. Definitely that Micronauts. I mean, February. It really, Was it in the Strait of Hormuz? It'd still be there. So that was my graphic novels. So glad to get those. And like I said, unless I can get a deal on the Epic Collection, those are going to be few and far between. Unless Marvel's like, you know what, we should reduce our price. When DC Finest at $40, and that's a hell of a deal, which Marvel, Disney, they're all about the money. So let's just call a spade, okay? So that's what I got there. And then I got some cheapy cookbooks. So I took a chance, and Daddy loves a cheap cookbook. But the first one, I mean, not cheap. Sam the Cooking Guy. Recipes with Intentional Leftovers by Sam Zine. Delectable Master Recipes, Ingenious Leftover Meals, more than 100 dishes. So, I'm a sucker for a cookbook. The other was Eaton Eats the World, a cookbook. Eaton Bernath. Not sure who he is. Kind of cute. Ooh, pretzels. 85 fresh comfort food recipes highlighting the enthusiasm, creativity, and foolproof techniques of the cooking prodigy beloved from TikTok. And, to the Drew Barrymore Show. Okay, cool. I'll give it a whirl. And last but not least, who, if you think of having a cookbook, Eric Wareheim's Foodheim, which, Tim and Eric fame. My God. The show you would think you have to be high on to watch, and it's something, isn't it? But he's a hoot anyway, so hey, cheap, I'll take it. So that's 3 new to me cookbooks. So like I said, I love a deal. So, but anyway, that is your update for today. Mainly because I am getting hungry. I've got to cook my mac and cheese, change clothes, and I'll be talking to my mom in a little bit. But I got to get this video up for you all. I know it's going to be late. I apologize. It is what it be. So, let's meet back here tomorrow. I am off. I don't really have anything big on the agenda. I got stuff I need to do that I should do. So, we shall see. Because then I'll be working. My next off day will be next Tuesday. So, it is. But yeah, so glad to finally have ROM and the Micronauts there. So, to add to the collection. I do want to do a read of the Micronauts. Might do a talk about it too. I don't know. We'll see. As well as ROM, the original Marvel years. I just remember the toy. Just memories. So, but then I do have, let's see. Yeah, because the next DC Finest will be June 9th. And that will be like the Batman team-ups. Like from The Brave and the Bold, I'm pretty sure. So got some time there. So let's get through May. Because, I mean, we're already to the 11th. So, what? So, anyway, that being the case, let's meet back here tomorrow. I'm going to bid you adieu tonight. Get some rest. Let me go ahead and get this video up and uploaded for your pleasure. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. Let's tackle Tuesday head on, shall we? All right. So, again, I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Y'all just mean a lot to me here. So, yeah, each little, hey, I got a new subscriber. Ooh, are they sure they know what they in for today? And then, Sophia's back there on her tower. So sorry she didn't want to make an appearance tonight. But, pretty girl. Okay. She's just glad I'm home. All right. You all get some rest. Don't stay up too late doom scrolling. And have a good Tuesday. We'll meet back here tomorrow. I will see y'all then. Bye, y'all.